Is the Middle East moving towards a much wider war? Once again, fresh missile launches, air raid sirens, and military strikes across multiple countries are raising fears that this conflict with Iran and Israel could be entering a more dangerous phase now. Air raids alert sounds across the central Israel, and Yemen's Houthi movement launched a missile towards Israeli territory. So finally, Houthis are officially in. The launch came amid the rapidly escalating confrontation involving Israel, Iran, and all of the Iran-backed groups across the region. According to Israel officials, the country carried out strike on military targets in the western and central Iran. But reports from Iran indicated explosions near the major cities, including Tehran, Tabriz, and Isfahan. Israeli leaders claim that the operation targeted military infrastructure and warned that Iran had made what they describe as a grave mistake. Iran has not backed down either. The latest developments followed the reports of missile attacks and growing military exchanges between the two longtime rivals. But this is why it matters. Well, this is no longer a crisis involving only Israel and Iran. It's much more than that. Houthi in Yemen have once again entered the picture, showing how the regional groups aligned with Tehran can open multiple fronts at the same time. And that creates a major challenge for Israel's security planners. Well, instead of focusing on one battlefield, Israel now faces threats from all facing directions crossing the Middle East. Well, meanwhile, a US defense official started American forces where it involved in Israel's latest operation. The statement is significant because it suggests Washington is trying to avoid direct involvement, even as the tensions continue to rise. However, the risk of the miscalculation remains very much high. Every missile launch, every retaliatory strike, and then every warning from political leaders increase the possibility of a larger regional confrontation. In the end, military analysts have repeatedly warned that the conflict involving Iran, the Houthis, and other armed groups could now quickly spread beyond the national borders. Well, every market, the global shipping routes, and the regional stability, it all could be affected if the situation worsens. Now, the time will only tell. For both sides, it appears determined to continue their operatives. Israel says that it will respond to the threats. Iran says that its allies continue to signal the resistance. And the Houthis have demonstrated that they remain willing to target the Israeli territory at any time possible. The question now is not whether the tensions are rising or not. They are definitely rising. But the question is how far the escalation can go before the diplomacy runs out of the road. Because with the missiles flying across the multiple countries, the Middle East may be approaching one of the most dangerous moments in the recent years.